Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to All the Mods with me, Tryonus. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're good. I'm doing okay. I know it's been a while since I last recorded, and I apologise for that, but I started a couple of new series. Plus, we've been having some issues with the server since we have updated to the latest version, because previously we were on version 1.13. We've now updated to version 1.22, so a rather large update, which I'll get to in a minute. Today's episode will be a little bit of a catch-up episode as well, because before we updated I did do some work, especially around here, so bear in mind that things are still a little bit laggy. You can already see my frames in the top right disappearing already. So as you can see, a few things here have changed, and I'll run through them again. Basically, but what I did was I got rid of one of the rotary condensers which was around here, which was just producing oxygen, and I just changed it so this one is now producing oxygen and hydrogen, although the problem with that is that it is continuously running. So do bear that in mind if you do this. It may be as well better me putting that one back anyway, but we'll see. But I also added a couple of tanks just for extra storage of oxygen and hydrogen, but it is all working nicely, as you can see. Over here I added 4 more gas burning generators, so again plenty of power, and I've also altered the setup. As you can see, the cable wire is directly in the middle. Where are you, zombie? No, it must be underground somewhere. As you can see, the main power cable is going directly in the middle now, with the gas being fed around the edges for the most part. So yeah, that's all nicely working, and I'm still not really using a right lot of ethylene. That one's pumping out. That one is as well. But there only seems to be those two that are really getting used at the moment, which is fine by me. And the others are just idling by, waiting to pump in as and when necessary. But one of the other things I have done here, because if you remember, this is where those capsules went. I don't know if there's any coming through the system for me to show you. No, it looks like we're once again out of biofuel. That's one of the main problems. But anyway, the plastic capsule things would normally come in here, but now I've added this basic enrichment chamber, which instead of using 8 to make a plastic sheet, these things, then it only uses 3 to make 1, so it's a little bit more efficient doing it that way. There we go. There's actually a few of them going through now, which is nice. So every 3 you get 1, so that's cool. This thing is rather cool. This is a mechanical crafter from Extra Utilities 2. I'll get the right word. I'm surprised that it doesn't actually require anything to power it. There's no cables underneath, as you can see. There's absolutely nothing. That's a wrong cable. That's the power cable to the thing, but I'll fix that later. But I'm surprised it doesn't use any of the grid power. But all you have to do is set up what crafting you want. It will automatically craft it once it's got enough resources in, and it will either leave them in here, what you've made at the moment. I'm making plastic blocks, and it shoots directly into the container that I've got here. And at the moment I've got 15.9 thousand 15,900, something like that at the moment of these. So I'm getting ready to make my own build, and as you notice, they are white blocks, no longer black blocks, so the recipe has actually been fixed, which is nice. So yeah, making black blocks, you just need black coal. So yeah, but actually, and I'll be honest with you here, I've only just noticed this recipe change, because up here I was actually making some charcoal, and the reason I was making charcoal was was, if I can actually find it, there we go, you can actually make these graphite things in the crafting table, and then this can be used for dyeing. So I was actually doing this, but it's not going to make any harm because I can still use the charcoal for a number of things, including power if I wanted to. Yeah, that's not going to be a problem. Now you may also notice that I've got two more wheat farms producing wheat, obviously, for the biofuel. I have also connected the 2 tree farms as well. Now the wood is obviously going into this smelter to make the charcoal and so on and so forth, but the saplings from both farms and the apples from the oak farm will actually come into the crusher and get turned into biofuel, which is then piped underneath to that storage crate there to create more biofuel, really. But yeah, and this is basically for me for food. So I have actually got some food on me. Yeah, that's about it, I think. Yeah, the update that we've done, like I said, we have updated to version 1.22, I think 122. And we've got quite a few new things to play with. One of them being, what's it called? There we go, extreme reactors. Extreme. Let's see if I can find it, because I can't spell at all this morning. Let's just do this, extreme reactors. And from what I can see, because I've only had a quick glimpse of it, it's basically the new version of big reactors, because we've got yellorium there and cyanite and things like that. You can actually craft cyanite, look at that, with just a little bit of sand. That's cool. And things like that, so that's good for another power source, although I'm going to have to set my digital miner up in some unknown chunks. Oh yeah, I'll explain why my map's like this in a minute. But other than that, because obviously the new resources, I'm going to have to make new chunks to actually mine them out. But yeah, I'll get to that off camera, not to worry. Another one is an old favourite of mine, immersive engineering. We now have back in the pack, so we can have some nice large machines, and we've also got the skyhook as well, which we might be able to make use of this time around. Who knows? Now we've got wind turbines, water mills, all the good stuff. A few other new goodies like ear defenders and these Fardelay leggings. There's also a Fardelay helmet as well, and some boots. Faraday boots. Is that Faraday? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. So yeah, we've got a few new goodies and things to play in there. Although, oh, what's that one? A vertical conveyor belt. A vertical conveyor belt. Yeah, that sounds really cool, actually. Let's have a look. LVs, fluid pipes, yeah, all the good stuff. All the good stuff. The other one is in industrial craft. We have industrial craft installed, so that means we've got nano suits, quantum suits, and all the good things with that, including nuclear reactors and things like that. Oh, and a different type of chunk loader. That's new to industrial craft, or am I just completely behind the times? Who knows? That's another mod there. Don't know if you saw it. Tech Reborn, so some of the harder stuff, I guess. Oh, tree taps have changed a tiny bit in the way that they look. Grinders and the such, so we could get into a little bit of industrial tech, although the nano saber doesn't seem to be working. Neither does the drill. Maybe it's different things for different times, but yeah. Oh, chainsaw. Could have a little bit of fun. There's probably a few other mods in there that I'm missing as well, but yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, like I said, this was going to be a very quick video with a little bit of update to that. Hopefully I'm going to be able to start building my main base, which like I say, I am thinking about putting it over the water. That's what's my original idea anyway. I suppose I could do a sky base, but I don't know as yet. We'll figure things out. But yeah, and we've updated the server, so yeah, we're now running one of the latest versions. I think there's been another quick update as well, a hotfix or something. Well, we'll get to that when there's a few more updates going as well. So, oh yes, before I actually end today's episode, you may be wondering what this building is. Well, me and the White Tiger, we were after Ender Pearls. So that's what basically this is. This is a Endor Farm. So we've got quite a few. Oh well, we did have a few pearls. It looks like the tiger's been helping himself, which is fine, no problem. There was a few stacks in there, but obviously stacks for Ender Pearls is 16, not 64. He didn't take his pipes back though. But yeah, Tiger provided a I don't know if you can actually see it. The spawner there, he provided that in one of those ones. And I set up this little base. These are punji sticks from Tinker's Construct, and basically they spawn, they get killed by these. I don't know how they exactly cause damage, these things, but they cause damage to everyone. There also seems to be some like a particle effect as well, so I don't know. But these punji stick things are very easy to make. There you go, punji sticks. 5 sugar canes get you 3 punji sticks, and you just blame that as such. And I think they can also go sideways as well, if I'm not mistaken. Let's double check that. Oh wait, will you stop dying on me? Go on. Get. So let me just grab one of these. It's probably gone in here. There we are. Alright, anyway. Yeah, you can actually put them on the wall as well, so yeah. Just depends on how you want to kill things, I guess, or what you're killing. Well, they're fairly effective. The only downer is, obviously, there's no looting or anything on those sorts of lines, so it's just like normal killing them, so yeah. So yeah, it's just a basic box. They do try to teleport away, but for some reason they do get sucked back in. So yeah, and White Tiger provided the vacuum chest here, and if you know anything about Ender vacuum chest, they basically suck things up and then through the conduits, and it goes directly into this chest as I've shown you. So yeah, we've got a fairly decent supply of Ender Pearls. So let's just double check. We've done the spawner, we've done the Likefest machines. I've shown you the farms. I think that's about it. The only other minor thing was the map, which basically, unfortunately, I had to reinstall my mod. The actual all-in mods for me to actually join the server, because like I said, we did have some technical issues, and it didn't like it when we updated to yeah, fun and games as always. But regardless, we are back up and running. I've got a couple of new series running and the like, so yeah. Everything's hopefully back to normal. But anyway, any hints, tips or comments that you'd like to put down in the comment section, even if just to say hi, feel free to. And if you did enjoy today's video, please remember to hit that like button. But regardless, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.